Hello hackers, welcome back to the video. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use the command prompt window to navigate your files and folders. Since the command line interface, it's a CLI or command line interface, we have to use commands to interact with the system. We cannot use the cursor to interact with the command prompt. So what we're going to do is that we're going to open the command prompt window, Windows plus R CMD. Now when I open this window right here, you can see we have the command prompt window right here. Basically, what we are going to do is we're going to use this command prompt window to open a file on this computer or navigate through the files. Now basically, to explain something right here, what you are seeing here is known as a prompt, and the contents of this prompt have a meaning. The users here represents the users folder in which all the user accounts are stored. Then this Wsuit right here is my username. So if your username is a different name, it should appear here. Now this C and colon you are seeing here represents the drive that you are in. Basically the C drive, which is the main drive used for your Windows installation. Now this just shows that the prompt has ended. In command prompt, to navigate files and folders, we have specific commands we use to navigate files and folders. So for instance, this folder right here, this name right here is treated as a folder in command prompt. So when I type dir, I can actually see the output of dir. That is the files inside my user account. When I just type dir, you can see it has a list of files and folders. And inside it, we can find something known as what? Desktop. And the desktop has the dir tag attached to it, specifying that the desktop is a folder. So what we're going to do is we want to enter inside this folder. So basically, to enter a folder, we're going to type cd and input the name of the folder. Then click enter. You can see the prompt has actually changed. The prompt has changed from normal C user Wsuit to C users Wsuit desktop. Now, the next thing we are going to do is we're going to list the files and folders inside the desktop folder. So we type dir. When we type dir, you can see it lists out the files and folders on the desktop. You can see them right here. And basically, when I just type dir, it should just list all of them at once. But you're gonna see some two things at this side. The dots here represents the directory we are inside. That's the folder we are currently inside. And this double dot represents the folder at the back. So when I type cd dot dot, it means I'm going backwards. When I type cd desktop, I'm going forward. But when I type cd dot, I'm not going anywhere because I'm going to the same directory that I am. That is why the prompt has not changed. Now basically you can see when I type dir, these are the files and folders on our desktop. And we want to enter one of these. You cannot enter a folder which doesn't have a dir attached to it. Means that that folder is not a folder, it's a file. So we want to enter the CMD playlist folder. So we type cd CMD playlist folder. Now you can see that it is inside a double quotes. This means that whenever you find a word that the name for the file folder has a space in between, you have to bring the double quotes, then input the name of the folder. And when I click enter on this, you can see I am now inside the folder. Now the next thing we can do is that we can actually leave the folder, clear the screen, and we can even create our own folder in the desktop. So after changing your location to the desktop, you type this command mkdir, which means make a directory. Now when I type this, I'm going to input the name of my directory, test. Then I type, you see when I type test, you can see test has been created right here. I can even go into test folder by typing cd test. I can leave it, and I can delete the folder by typing rmdir test. Basically, I've deleted the folder. This is how command prompt is lovely to use. Now, we need to exit the command prompt window. But on the screen, we're going to use a command called cls. And the cls command, we just type cls, which means clear screen, and click enter on it. You can see the screen has been cleared. So the next thing we want to do to exit command prompt is to type exit. But before I click on this, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, you can input commands in the comments. Thank you.